all of these crazy stories online about me replacing Wendy. And I am here to tell you that that is not true, because no one can replace the queen. Nobody. And her flowers, because Wendy had a legendary career in radio, and this show was specifically crafted for her. No one can do this format but Wendy. When you talk about yes. Nobody can sit in a purple chair and sip the tea like Wendy Williams. Because when you talk about the greatest talk shows of all time, Oprah Winfrey, Phil Donahue, Ricky Lake, The View, Montel Williams, you have got to mention the Wendy Williams Show. You do not understand how hard it is to do 13 years of sitting in a chair and talking hot topics. Wendy's unique brand of shade and her shoe cam. And for the diehard fans, you remember the bubblegum wall? Wendy Williams created a unique brand that folks are always gonna love and talk about. But I am so excited for you to go on this Sherri Show journey with me this September. I am so excited.
Hi, you guys. So it sounds like it's official that Sherri Shepards will have her own show this fall. I think I said that in the last video because I was reading on her Instagram when she said she was in talks to have her own show. And some people thought that she was saying something else about just permanently guest hosting, which I think she is the permanent guest host. They're not going to have different people coming in anymore. It's just going to be Sherri, which is then going to lead into her own show, right, in the new season. But Fox and the other people, the producers, whomever, they're saying that they're leaving the door open for Wendy if she would like to come back for the rest of the season. And in their statement to Deadline, they stated that this is all business. Like I said, these people are running a TV station. You can't just put all that on hold, right, for one person. And so it's really business, is not personal towards Wendy. And if Wendy has health issues that she needs to deal with, then, she just have to deal with those things, and no one's blaming her or them, right? It's just business that they have to go on with, finally making a decision about if they're going to replace her show or not. And so they have decided to start the Sherri Show in the fall. And so as you can hear, well, I don't have the entire statement that Sherri made, but I'm sure you can find it online or on Instagram or Twitter. I just wanted to kind of pick up where she was giving Wendy her props, because I think that's important to, because some people are making statements about, they don't know how to feel about this takeover, because in order for Sherri to get this opportunity, what happened to Wendy had to happen to Wendy. And I understand what they're saying, but at the same time, Sherri didn't make those things happen to Wendy either. This opportunity came about, and not only for her, but other people as well. So many other people wanted to get this opportunity as well. So it's still a blessing for Sherri to get it. And I like the fact that she, instead of just acting like, we are supposed to just forget about Wendy. We're not going to forget about Wendy, of course. And I don't think that we're going to see the last of Wendy. I think we're going to see Wendy again, either on TV. Maybe she can host specials like she was doing for VH1 before, where it wasn't, an everyday thing, but she would come on and do interviews with certain people who might be out here in the media. She could do an interview, kind of like the Barbara Walters specials and Oprah. I think Oprah had one as well, where she may still do it on her network, where she will interview people, and it's not something that is done every day, but and that's what I'm saying, something like that. I could see Wendy doing that, or she can go back to radio. She can go, someone could hit her up for a podcast. You never know. I don't think that we're seeing the last of Wendy. And so I wanted to read a statement that was made to Deadline by her agent, because it's going to lead into the rest of what I have to say about this. And the guy's name is Howard Bragman. In a statement to Deadline issued by Whitney's spokesperson, Howard Bragman, the popular talk show host shared her reaction to the news that Sherri made today about receiving her own show this fall. He stated, she, more than anyone, understands the reality of syndicated television. She can't go to the marketplace and sell a show that's called maybe The Wendy Williams Show. She understands why this decision was made from a business standpoint, and she has been assured by Denmark and Mercury that should her health get to the point where she can host again, and should her desire to be that host again, that would be back on television at that time if she chooses to go back to TV. So that's what I'm saying. We're probably going to see Wendy again when she feels strong enough to go back, maybe in some other form. And then, of course, Denmark and Mercury, they made a statement as well, stating that, yes, I think it was Ira Bernstein, echoed the sentiments of Mr. Bragman that they, after the announcement of the Sherri show, that they have left the door open for Wendy to make a TV return in the future. So we all have a great love and affinity for Wendy, who grew into a true icon during her 12 incredible seasons as the solo host of a live daily talk show, dishing on hot topics and interviewing celebrities, they said. Since Wendy is still not available to host a show as she continues on her road to recovery, we believe it is best for our fans, the station, and advertising partners to start making this transition now. So we hope to be able to work with Wendy again in the future, and to continue and wish her a speedy, and we continue to wish her a speedy and full recovery. So that's what they both stated. Now, then Jay Solis jumped out here and said on Twitter that Wendy posted that she did not give the spokesperson authorization to speak on her behalf. And so I have been checking Wendy's Instagram today as well, but I guess she finally came to Instagram while I wasn't looking, and she made a statement. I'm going to add it to this video. So Jason put out some other information. I don't know if you guys know that he put out some information saying that the Queen of England is deceased. Now, sources are saying that that's just not a true statement. So I don't know if she is still in the hospital. I know last week they made the announcement that she tested positive for COVID. I don't know if she's in the hospital or at home. I don't know. And I don't know how Jason would get this information, but he is stating that she is deceased. That is we're waiting for a confirmation of that. But then when he said the statement about Wendy, I went to Wendy's Instagram, and she made a statement, and she is saying that she did not give him authorization to say that on her behalf. But I think Mr. Bragman is speaking from a business standpoint. I think you want to end things on good terms. You don't want to sit in silence with something like this, right? So I think he did the right thing. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. What do you think about Sherri's show coming this fall, and about Wendy returning or not to TV? Like I said, there's other things that she can do where she really don't have a hectic schedule like that TV show. She had to get up and go to the audience and do Ask Wendy, and maybe she just don't have that in her anymore to do all of that stuff. I don't know, and I'm not saying that she don't. I don't know. So I just feel like we will see her again. We definitely will hear her voice, whether it's on a podcast, radio. Like I said, she could always do the specials where she was interviewing people and traveling with them or whatever, and interviewing them for VH1 back a few years ago. She could always do something like that again. So I don't think this is the last we're going to hear and see of Wendy. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And what did you think about what Sherri had to say in her statement if you watched the show today? Because she is the permanent guest host, so we won't see all the different people coming in. It's just going to be Sherri, and then they're going to transition into her new show, which it sounds like from what she was saying is going to be a very different setup than Wendy's show. Let me know what you guys think about it. How do you feel about it, the way Wendy is leaving her show? Do you think that she should come back for the rest of the season until June? Do you think she should come back and kind of just leave the show on her own? Let me know in the comments what do you guys think about all of that. What do you think about what's going on with Jason Lee, about the queen is deceased? I don't know. I don't know how he could have that information. Even the major news outlets are saying that that's not true. So she could be in the hospital. You know, we've seen this done for a few times, and then the next day they announce the person is in fact deceased. So I don't know. And we understand, even though people don't think these little black bloggers, you know, have any pull anywhere, you never know. He could have a source in a hospital over the, you know, you never know. He could have some type of source somewhere, and someone could have really tipped him off about that. So I'm not going to say he's not right. I don't know. Now, people have jumped out and said things about people in the past, and that, you know, not that long ago, remember? And, you know, the families were upset that they made that announcement. So you never know if it's true or not. What do you guys think? People are dying to be the first to say something. I know, you know, it's always that part. Yeah, I don't know what to think of it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video.